morning everybody. In this video I would like to tell you something about how we can take test using Microsoft Forms. So we can post it in two ways. Either we can post it as an assignment or we can post it as a link in our respective channel of a team where we intend to post the quiz or the assessment that we have planned already. So you all know how to create a Microsoft form, you know how to share that. I've already discussed before, so I'm just again repeating what are the steps that needs to be followed. First of all, we will see how our form has been designed. In this form, we open microsoftoffice.com and we will have to log in into our account using our Microsoft credentials that the school has given. So here I am going to the forms options, and I can see these are the sample quizzes that I have already created. You already know how to create these things. So I would like to reiterate about certain things once again. Click on these three dots, click on settings, and then if you are taking a test for our students, for the students of Cambridge School Noida, then always do that. Only people in my organization can respond, and check this option also, one response per person, so that a student cannot attempt the same test twice. That will create ambiguity, like which test to be taken into account. Okay, so that is why you should always tick this option. Only people in my organization, record name, accept responses, start date. Now when by default it is not accepting time which is less than 1 hour, so 11:30 a.m. to, so by using this log question feature, we can log the questions which should not be shuffled, and we should always take this option, shuffle questions. So all the 40 students will see the questions in a different order, so that will prevent some sort of cheating. We can't prevent it completely, but it will help us prevent cheating. Send email received to respondent. By clicking this button, we will ensure that the student will get the email which will show what options he or she has given. Customize thank you message. So these are the basic options which we should keep in mind. Now I'll show you how to share this. By clicking on this share button, I get the link. I copy this link. Now I want to post it in a team. Suppose I am going to post it in a trial team that I have created, because I don't want to post it in any other online assessment trial test. So I am going to post in this team, and I will post it in the general channel. I will just go here, I'll type it, I'll post it, and will intimate the students about it, the test that I have posted in the general channel of the team. So this can be done by the subject teachers, or it can be done by the class teachers also. That we all can decide how we are going to go to do this, but we are going to post the link only. We are not going to post it as an assignment, because that create confusion, because in the last trial that we did, the link was posted as in the general channel also, and the link was posted as assignment also. Few students attempted it through the assignment and few students attempted it through the channel. So after seeing the pros and cons of both the things, I would suggest or recommend that we should post the link in the general channel, and when the student will try to attempt this test, you will just click this, it will open up in a browser. And for this, to attempt this test, the student must know his or her Microsoft account login and password, Teams login ID and password. Without that, the test cannot be taken. See, I have stopped accepting response in this form, so that is why it is not accepting responses. Just because my timing was such that it is not accepting. Now I set this option like this, and I set this option also. So when the student will open up, it will look like this. It will ask you to sign in. If you don't remember your Teams login ID and password, you will not be able to attempt this test. So the student must know the login ID and the password of Teams. With that user ID, this is Kumar. So I am going to log in with my account. If I don't remember this credentials, I will not be able to. I have attempted the test, you can see, and if I take the send me an email copy of my response, I'll get a copy of my responses. Now if we see, I can see the report, but I cannot re-attempt the test because I have already submitted my response. It will show that your response has already been submitted. So you can see that when we have ticked that option that only one response per candidate, I can only submit a response only once. Whether correct or wrong, I can't undo it. So that is how we are planning to do it. All the best. For any queries, let me know. I'll try to help.